What's up, guys? Back with more Robinhood news. So, have a lot to cover. This could be my longest video on this. Anyways, I have my coffee. Hopefully, you guys watch the whole video, get a lot of information I need to put out there about this whole Robinhood with Gamestop and Citadel and all these other stuff that's going on with the market. So, let's start off with me taking a sip of coffee. All right, let's start with the full disclosure, all right? For one, this information presented here is for entertainment purposes only. I am not, and I repeat, I am not a financial planner, advisor, attorney, professional, stockbroker, tax professional, CPA, none of that stuff, okay? Now that's out of the way. So a couple of key points here. So first off, the CEO of Robinhood came out and did some PR work, if you want to call it that. He went on various news outlets, so at the end of the video, I'll get to what he said about what happened Thursday in terms of Robinhood stopping trading of stocks like GameStop and AMC as such. So, okay, a couple key factors here. So, Robinhood uses Citadel securities to handle its order flow, meaning that if you place an order on Robinhood, they go through this company called Citadel Securities. Okay, Citadel itself has two companies. One is called Citadel. So you have Citadel LLC. They have two operations or two companies. One is called Citadel. It is a large asset and hedge fund manager. As of October 2020, they have $35 billion under asset management. That's a lot of money. The second operation is called Citadel Securities. They're off their website. This is what it says off their website. Citadel Securities helps meet the liquidity needs of asset managers, banks, broker-dealers, aka Robinhood, hedge funds, government agencies, and public pension programs. So, again, Robinhood uses Citadel Securities, not Citadel Asset Management. That's a whole different operation. Okay, but remember, if you can remember, write it down. I'll get back to that operation. I found an article on Vice.com, and I'll link it down below so you guys can read the full thing. And I'm going to read to you what a quote, I guess, from the article. So, the secret to Robinhood's success and profitability is simple: payment for order flow. Okay, meaning that they're claiming that Citadel Securities pays Robinhood to see the orders, to have them order the market or order shares of stock through Citadel. Okay, goes on to say to ensure trades are commission free. All right, meaning on Robinhood, when you buy or sell a stock, Robinhood doesn't charge you, and this is getting into how they make their money. Trades are sold to market makers or large firms such as Citadel. All right. So what that means is that, or what they're claiming, what it means is that you place an order, Robinhood, you don't get charged. However, Citadel Securities is paying Robinhood to take those orders because they want the market. They want to know what Robinhood users are doing, basically market data. All right. So then, in this Vice article, it goes on to reference a Financial Times article, which is another site. And this is what it states off of the Financial Times article. Citadel Securities pays tens of millions of dollars for this order flow, but makes money by automatically taking the other side of the order, then returning to the market to flip the trade. It pockets the difference between the price to buy and sell, known as the spread. It's saying Citadel Securities is happy to pay Robinhood for this information so they can bet the other side and basically bet the spread so that they make 10 times fold, whatever it may be, back on their money. So it's well worth it to pay Robinhood for them to get the information from what users are doing or buying or selling or shorting. It goes on to say that easy access to the market against the backdrop of wild swings in prices have led to higher trading volumes for stocks and options. This year, increasing the raw material Citadel Securities used to turn a profit. At the same time, the rise in volatility has forced spreads wider, increasing potential income for market makers. Well, I'll say that 10 times fast, market makers. So it just goes on to say basically what in fancier terms, what I just broke it down to. So there's you can say conspiracy theory rumor. People definitely believe this, that Citadel told Robinhood to stop taking orders in stock like Gamestop because or actually the only thing is because Citadel contributed a $2.75 billion bailout to Melvin Capital. Now we have another party here. Who is Melvin Capital? All right. Melvin Capital is a hedge fund manager that had a lot of money on shorting shares of GameStop. So they stand to lose billions of dollars on this whole rise of GameStop stock. Basically, Melvin Capital is Citadel's customer. Okay, so you have Citadel Securities. All right, even though they're not supposed to talk to Citadel, they're supposed to be that firewall. That's why they have two separate companies. Citadel itself bailed out Melvin Capital $2.75 billion. So when Thursday started happening, or Wednesday, people started buying GameStop like crazy. Melvin Capital started seeing losses, so they were shorting the stock. All right. If you guys don't know what a short is, it's basically this: if a stock's $10, all right, means let's say this high, and in the future time frame, I'm going to bet that the stock goes to $5. Okay. So when the stock goes to $5, I just made a $5 profit basically per share. Now, if the stock goes up, and that's shorting. If the stock goes up in price, let's say $20, now I have to pay a difference from 10 to 20, which is $10. Now that costs me money. Okay. Unless I still borrow money against, or I'm still borrowing the shorting of it and yet pay interest on that basically. So billions of dollars were at stake on Thursday. So according to this conspiracy theory rumor, Melvin Capital, which is Citadel's client essentially, saw that this was happening and they said, hey, we need some money because we can't cover our spreads right now or our shorts. So Citadel said, okay, and then they contacted Robinhood and say, hey, stop trading on these stocks. Let me read you. So that's from the Vice article. I'll link it down below. So let me read you a statement from Citadel. I believe this came out. Today's the 30th, Saturday. This may have came out yesterday or actually Thursday. So a statement from Citadel, they said, and I quote, Citadel is not involved in or responsible for any retail broker's decision to stop trading in any way. So they're claiming no responsibility in that rumor. So, again, this is rumor, and nothing's been proven solid, okay? It doesn't mean that SEC is not going to investigate, because I think they are, if they haven't announced it already, as far as market manipulation. As I mentioned in my last video, there's a lawsuit, and I broke down the lawsuit versus the user agreement, because it's users suing. It's not so much the government that can get it, that's doing this. Anyhow, so... hey, if you guys haven't subscribed to my channel, first off, well, thank you for all the new subscribers. Thank you for the likes, comments. Really appreciate it. If you guys haven't subscribed to the channel, go hit that sub button along with the notification bell. I'm putting videos out like this every single week. So finally, let's get to what the CEO of Robinhood had to say about all this. So his name is Vlad Tenev. I hope I said that right. He was on Yahoo Finance Live. And this is his direct quote. On that conspiracy theory, I think I've over and over again said it's not true. Meaning that Citadel told Robinhood to stop trading those stocks. He then goes on to say, our decision to temporarily restrict customers from buying certain securities had nothing to do with a market maker or a market participant or anyone like that putting pressure on us or asking us to do that. It was entirely about market dynamics and clearinghouse deposit requirements as per regulations. All right, so he's basically saying it is a regulatory thing from the SEC that they had to stop trading. Now, to that, there are other platforms that stop trading that don't use the same method as Robinhood does. I know Webull was on one of them that stopped it, and the CEO explained why that is. Maybe I'll do a video on that. But I think the key points to take away from here is that, one, for me, I'm fascinated with the fact that you had a group of people named Wall Street Bets, who are, by the way, now banned from Reddit, Discord, maybe Twitter, I believe, pulled together and thousands of people and purchase Gamestop stocks, along with a few other ones. Now, two, it wasn't so much one guy that had millions of dollars that spent on GameStop stock. No, it was thousands of people spending $500 to $1,000. The stimulus check, maybe the $600 stimulus check that they got from the last round, I don't know, to do this, to accomplish this, to make an entire shift on this. Now, as far as what I think is going to happen from this, SEC is definitely going to investigate for market manipulation, and it's hard to say. I'm not a financial person in terms of professional. I do this. I day trade every day. No, I don't. I'm a long-term investor for the most part. So, depending on, I'm not sure how long SEC takes to investigate this type of stuff. But I think depending on that, we'll get more information on that. My gut's telling me, this is just my opinion, that they may get fined to a certain point. Because if this is true, okay, which I'm not saying it is, but if it was true hypothetically, Robinhood did not necessarily make money from stock manipulation directly from the consumer. They made it from basically Citadel, which I'm not sure how that rules and regulations work with that. I mean, definitely is illegal, I think, if that did happen. So the other thing is I got a question asked from my last video about, is it okay to still either use Robinhood, or if I have Robinhood, if I use Robinhood already and I have stocks in there, a portfolio, is it safe? And basically there's certain insurances you have. So once you buy the stock, it's yours. So you can actually transfer out Robinhood. Full disclaimer though on that is that I believe Robinhood charges $75 when you want to transfer your portfolio out or stocks. Just keep that in mind, and depending who you transfer to, they may charge you a transfer fee as well. So, but I think that it is safe as long as you're, worst case scenario, Robinhood goes bankrupt, out of business. It's not like they're going to take your stocks with you. It's just like a bank, right? You have a savings account, and it's insured up to $250,000. So let's say your bank goes out of business, right? The government has you covered up to $250,000. So I wouldn't necessarily worry about it right now. Now, from a moral standpoint, and if you think you're not liking the way how this practice goes, my advice would be this: is that you want to do research. Any broker you're going to use. I have about a handful of brokers I use, and I do invest in crypto, and that's a whole entirely separate thing. I don't use any brokerage for crypto. I use the markets for that. But I think that it's just fascinating, especially if you don't know anything about stocks and you're on the sideline. Like GameStop's just wow. Their stock is insane right now. It's almost like, I don't know what closed at on Friday. I think it was almost like $380 maybe. So we'll have to see how this all plays out, I think. I'm definitely going to make more videos on this. It's definitely fascinating, especially the Wall Street Bets guys are holding their stock. They're not letting it go. Because as soon as they let it go, then basically hedge fund managers like Melvin Capital is going to make money. So we'll see. It's sort of like a standoff. It's very entertaining to watch on the sidelines. So if you guys do use Robinhood, let me know. Drop a comment down below what your thoughts on this is. If you guys feel that you're going to pull money out of here to another brokerage, I want to know what you guys are thinking. So I do have a Robinhood account. I don't plan on leaving Robinhood anytime soon. One thing that I think a lot of people can agree on Robinhood is that their platform is super easy to use compared to other platforms. And that's part of the reason why I have different brokerages, to see what platforms have, what tools. So I'm not leaving yet. When I do leave, I'll definitely let you guys know. So anyhow, guys, thanks for watching. Again, any questions, comments, drop them down below. Have a great weekend. Till next time, peace.